everyone, welcome on in and welcome to the Tech Issues edition, where everything is breaking because this is the first episode of a new campaign, so obviously everything is going to break, including the cameras, and I'm going to try to fix this while these lovely people introduce themselves.
First?
Well,
Silence.
Siri, you're...
Someone.
Yeah, Siri, you're at the top of the thing, so you can start.
Introduce my character, right?
Yes. Well, introduce your character and yourself if you have anywhere people can find you and stuff while I try to fix this. I am
Just Lillith.
fine.
I'm nothing really. Just a D&D player. Just a D&D player. I have nothing. So Cyrodilia Whirlwind. She is a tiefling bard and quite mischievous of herself.
Nice. We like mischievous characters. Okay.
Wink.
Well, I am Viskugga. I'm a Twitch streamer as well. Stream D&D and gaming. But now I'm joining Ardana's campaign here. And I'm playing as Victor Ius Day. Or Victorious Day, if you will. A tiefling monk. Former rebellion member, and currently working on different things.
Okay. Yeah, next up, let's go with draws on.
Whoever is there.
Yes. Yeah. So, Ninja.
Ninja. I'm an ex-streamer. I stopped streaming after I became a father. I'm playing Leo, paladin. Typical paladin. He's just a farmer boy that knows how to look after his animals and after himself.
I feel like this is gonna be so confusing. Have a Leonin barbarian and then a cleric named Leo. I'm gonna be so confused later.
No
It's
problems with that.
fine. It's
What is
fine.
the race of Leo?
I'm a human variant.
Human.
Nice. Lupo.
Right. Hi. Sorry, guys. LupoZo, and I will be playing Drozan, who is a male centaur. He is a cleric, and he is very far from home and confused, and that causes him to be a bit rash at times. So we shall see what kind of things he gets up to.
And that would leave me, I believe. Well, Sen is Sen. Sen has always been. And I play Itu Primeclaw, a Leonin barbarian. That's what to say about him. He is a former gladiator, but now serves the glorious god named. How do you pronounce that? Athreos?
Struggle like the rest of us.
Yeah, struggle like the rest of us. We have no idea.
Thank you so much for the follow, and yeah, let me double check something real quick.
But yeah, he follows the god of victory.
Let me see. Why is everything so annoying?
Forgot they are gods, didn't we? Is that gonna be a problem?
Is what
No.
gonna be a problem?
It was.
Not saying our gods.
Oh, that's fine.
Up eventually.
Eventually, we will learn all the god names. And yeah, hi, I am Ardana. I will be the DM for this campaign. This is my very first time playing in this setting, so please be nice. People who have actually played Magic the Gathering before.
Can't promise anything.
Okay, try to be nice.
I'll be nice.
Make an honest attempt to be nice. Or
Never.
dishonest. That's entirely up to you.
I can be quite.
We'll see how it
dishonest.
goes. But that's the best I can give you.
Well, that works, that works. But yeah, I hope everyone is sitting at least somewhat comfortably as we are about to begin. First, a quick few things. The VTT we are using is Above VTT, which is a Chrome and Firefox extension that integrates D&D Beyond. Yay! Because I love D&D Beyond. All the maps have been made in Incarnate by yours truly. The first one is based off of the maps that you can find in the Mythical Odysseys of Theros setting book. The art of the NPC you see is made by, and let me, Ryan Barger. You can also find that one in the settings book. The music you're hearing right now is by Adrian von Ziegler, and if you want to know more about his music, type in !music 2 or go to the About section on this channel and you can find a link to all the music. Finally, we are going to be using Syrinscape during the gameplay, so if you're interested in all the sound effects, please head on over to Syrinscape and get yourself a free account. I think that was everything I had. Oh yeah, also, during the game, you as viewers can give the players perks. Good items, bad items, you can give me hero point as well if you want. Let me see, if I type in ! perks, that should work. Yes. $5 can give any of these heroes a perk point, which can stave off death or let you re-roll a roll. You can also give it to me for a twist point if you want to mess with the players. $10 will let you draw a card from the deck of many quests, causing a plot twist to happen. $20 will give any of the players a Nat 20 token to use whenever they want to. And $50 will trigger the secret menu item, which will be revealed if it is claimed. You can also get all of these for channel points by checking out the channel points menu. All donations this time will go to getting me a new graphics card because the one I have is 9 years old and a bit shite.
Rip.
Yeah. I've been complaining about my graphics card for the past year.
But he's already got a secret menu item. Oh.
Yeah. Hold on.
We're gonna die.
Well, last time it was claimed it was a baby mimic that was friendly to the party.
Ah.
I want a baby mimic. Give it to me. Someone.
Get
Someone
loot
do
from the
something.
mimic.
No, it's mine.
No, it's
Mine.
mine.
That's mine.
I'm the womanly figure in this party.
But yeah, if everyone is sitting as comfortably as they're going to get, let's get into the story. By adding a little bit of this. And yes, and my partner played a Eladrin named Benedict Dover, Ben Dover for short.
No.
Of course.
Yeah, it was a sexy Strahd parody.
Why not?
Yeah, let's get started. Hope you're comfortable, because this is gonna be a ride.
First session, everyone dead.
I prefer sitting uncomfortable, thank
I'm
you.
a barbarian. I'm immortal. I never die.
The fogs... Yeah, sorry.
At least we're by the Hell's Gate already, right?
Yeah,
If we die.
yeah, just go on over that way and go grab them and come back.
Anyone fancy a swim in the river?
Not me.
Nope.
The fogs rise lazily from the Tartyx river as your eyes open to the gloom. The brilliance of the world of the living is far behind you, yet each of you know that you are not dead. In your minds, whispers of a calling echo, pulling at your attention. From the shadows, a cloaked figure glides, soundless and shrouded in grey wisps. None of you know this person, well, at least not by their image. All of you have read about them. All of you have seen images, carved images on gravestones, images on coins given to those who have departed. In front of you stands Athreos, the ferryman. Let's see if I move there. Next to you, as Athreos approaches, each of you start feeling this glow, a feeling of warmth, something familiar to all of you. Transparent figures in the grey mists that surround you. Please, everyone, introduce your characters to each other, because this is the first time most of you meet each other. And to the audience, what do you look like?
I guess I'm starting since I'm up. I'm the one who's on top. So basically what you see is a red tiefling with very long wild hair. It looks like it's kind of like pink but blonde, but also kind of grayish, depending on how the light like flickers in her hair. And she's not too big. She's 5'3", I believe, and she's medium sized. And you can see that she has like some fine clothing on her. She looks quite stashed up, but she isn't. She just looks like she's like a little too, what do I call it, like too formal to actually be here. But she's she looks quite confused, like, why are we here? And you also see her violin on her back. So you basically just figure out like maybe she shouldn't be here.
Yes. Ether.
What you see is a 6'6" lion, a mountain of muscle, with wild golden hair flowing down his shoulders. Yeah. Sorry, I'm blacking out for a bit.
It's a kitten.
Getting excited by your character.
Yeah.
Yeah, describe me in character. Yeah, just big.
Yeah.
Big, heavy, lots of muscles, looking very wild and scary. But also very proud and confident.
Nice. Drozan.
Okay. So yeah, you see Drozan. He's a large male centaur. So his lower half, of course, is that of a horse, like a dark brown kind of stallion. Of course, his upper half is that of a human. But yeah, so his upper torso is obviously he's quite. You can see he's quite a strong kind of centaur. He's got like fur on his sort of his chest and on his arms. So he's not like completely human looking. He looks like a kind of a cross between a human and an animal. And he has a long hair, kind of almost like a mane going down the back, which is tied up tied up at the back there. His skin is sort of a coppery brown color. And what's quite striking about him is his eyes are very, very, very dark, almost black, and quite large. So, yeah, I guess if someone was to look at him, you definitely could see his, striking. But so anyway, his from that, yeah, he carries a shield and a mace, which is tied up on the sort of flanks of his lower half, I guess. And yeah, he is looking around again, like sorry, quickly go back to the thing names, like Ciridalia, did you say? Is that it? Yeah. Okay. Ciridalia, also looking around, like looking at all these new companions, quite confused, but he's quite worried about the ferryman standing in front of him.
Okay, Leo.
So you would see a quite out of place human between these other four. Leo is currently wearing studded leather armor. Currently has his long sword and shield in his hand, like he was mid-training session before he turned up here, with quite a confused look on his face. He looks quite unpaladin-like. You wouldn't suspect he's a paladin at first glance. He's got quite a tatty shield. It looks quite a worn-out sword. His leather's pretty worn out, but not that he's seen much combat. And he sort of looks to the others and has no real idea who they are until he turns to Victor.
Yeah, and Victor.
So Victor is relatively average height, a little bit taller than average, red skin, with long, almost golden or mandarin blonde hair that is flowing down. It's very ruffled, but it's flowing down very far down on his back. And he's wearing white silk clothes. Like he has a vest, a black vest underneath, or I guess you can't say vest. It's like a shirt since it has arms. But it's open, very open, so it's bare-chested, and you can see scars on his chest. And over it he has like white clothes with golden embroidery on it, with some green sash on his waist, and his clothes follow the same theme further down. It seems muscular, but not buff, more like fit and agile, very fast. And glowing yellow eyes. And they both has the eyes both have a kind of warmth to them, but at the same time they carry this ice cold demeanor at the same time, as if he kind of seems kind, but also that he could be regarding you as lower than maggots at the same time. But he looks first to Siri, making sure she's okay, looking around, kind of worried about the Ferryman being there, not recognizing the centaur at all, and that Leonin puts him on guard. But he does looks to Leo and looks very surprised, but gives him a warm smile. Yes, I did not expect you to be here.
Likewise. To be honest, I thought you, after you left, you died.
Well, thanks to you, I didn't.
Well, I didn't do much. I just fed you and dressed your wounds. That was all.
The Redelia's gonna look quite confused and like look back and forth like, is he a friend of yours?
It's gonna
Well,
like
I owe him my life. I have a life left to
warm smile towards the other tiefling.
It's just waving like, I met a friend.
Yeah, he saved my life once. Although he makes it sound like it wasn't much. He really turned things around for me.
From your other bodyguard work, right?
No, this was before. Before
what?
Before I became a bodyguard.
Oh yeah, you never talk about that. Yeah, and she's just gonna be like, yeah, sure.
Maybe someday.
Me.
Although I don't think it's a talk fit for being in front of Ferryman.
I guess
Perhaps we should find out why we're here.
I guess my character doesn't see the Ferryman because she's a fucking big, a very big ass.
That's a fair statement. The behind of a horse is an ass.
He's an
My tail is just gonna swish. My tail's gonna swish and like nearly hit you in the face.
Excuse me, horse? Horse? Oh,
Drozan is my name.
Excuse me, Drosen, your tail is kind of like in my personal space.
Oh,
Not to sound rude or anything, it's just that I don't like others' hair in my face. You know?
sorry. And I then turn to face Cyrodilia, but in doing so, then my tail, I suppose, kind of flicks and hits Ethu.
He doesn't look bothered by it, just keeps standing where he is. Arms
Spaghetti.
crossed.
I'm going, sorry. I'm going to move out the middle here. Who are you people? Sorry. Whoops. What's going on
On
here?
top of.
Jesus, please.
Sorry, I'm trying to move. Oh, there we go. Why is it doing that? Okay, sorry, it's very glitchy. Never mind. Okay, so I kind of moved to stand more of a kind of semicircle. We all look facing the Ferryman, I guess.
And I guess now my character sees who's in front of her, and you're just gonna see like her jaw drop and be like, "Oh, Victor." And she's gonna move behind him like, "No."
He's just gonna kind of move slightly between. Just make sure he's standing there as a wall.
She's basically like this behind him, like, is it safe?
Nice.
I wouldn't know, sadly.
The ferryman regards all of you with patience born from millennia of doing this work. And just no expression, not even a blank one, just regards all of you.
Just mortals.
Yeah, it's like, I have all the time in the world, literally. They will be done sooner or later. And
So what was the name of the ferryman again? Sorry, I'm trying it
Athreos.
down.
I can write it out for our viewers as well. Athreos.
Would we know the name Athreos, or would we just know him as the ferryman?
It is common knowledge that the ferryman is Athreos. It's yeah, it's ingrained in everyone. There's even a festival for him. Let me see. I think it was the 8th month.
I'm just gonna look
Yes.
at him and then look. I look to Athreos then and look to the others and say, "Are we dead?"
Of course we're not. Did
Well,
you
I don't think
deal
so.
the
I-
summons?
I literally fed the sheep like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I don't think we're dead.
Sir Delia's now like taking a breath, like doing her stage thing, and basically just like now she can actually walk up and be like, she's doing this like entertainer bow and be like, Sir Delia, at your service.
Victor's just gonna lean over towards Siri and put 2 fingers on her like neck, where her like to feel her pulse, just to make sure. Like,
It's like,
mm,
Victor,
yeah,
I'm
I think
trying.
you're alive.
Stop it, Victor. I'm trying to.
You who have assembled here, you are in fact of the living.
Thank God.
I sent out a summons for champions. And these, you, are the ones that were called. You are the chosen champions. I do hope you will not disappoint.
What defines a champion, if I may ask?
You have been selected by deities to help with the task at hand. By
If you want entertainment, I can give it to you.
I have no need for entertainment here. It is a fleeting sensation.
Then I'm of no use at all, am I?
How boring it must be without entertainment here.
It is a job to do, and I do my work well. Entertainment is just so brief in the grand scheme. And
The joy of work is entertainment on its own.
You might have a point in this. Now, for you, little bard, Perforos has obviously seen your mettle and have summoned you here. As
Yeah, okay.
now, before we get started, well, you do have the option to not take on this mission I have for you. If anyone, after I explain what it is, would like to step out, I understand it, but know that you will still be considered champions by those who follow your particular deities. And the ramifications of that might be something you would like to weigh against the rewards I offer.
Rewards. I
Yes.
like rewards.
She likes
Yes,
rewards.
These
well,
rewards must be great to take me away from my duties.
Great standing with the gods themselves. Material rewards, if that is what you enjoy.
No,
Now
I
she's just
prefer
standing
the
like this.
prefer standings from the gods.
I seek knowledge of a person. Can you give me that?
Be they living or dead, I should be able to provide this, yes.
Then I shall accept this quest, this task of yours.
Excellent. Now, before you make any more decisions, let me tell you that your quest is such. 8 champions once slipped back into the mortal world with my leave. It is time to bring them back here, where they belong. They have overstayed their welcome in the land of the living. You 5 have been chosen by your respective deities to carry out this task. It is long, and it will take you many moons. But know that for each step of the way, material as well as immaterial benefits and boons will be awarded to you.
Sirius like whispering over to Victor now, a little bit like, "Are we supposed to bring dead people back? Like drag their bodies or something?"
No, they are alive but supposed to be dead, I believe. That's what she's saying.
So we're bringing back living dead people.
I assume.
That could be a good song.
Do I assume correct, Ferryman?
It is a little bit more complicated than that, but the general idea is that I allowed 8 champions who had perished and passed over the river to return to the land of the living, fully restored, as long as they carried my token. They were supposed to finish their final task and then return here. They have yet to return, even centuries after they left. Now it falls to you to bring them back where they belong.
May we ask what your task was you gave them?
They each had one thing they wished to have accomplished before they could move on to beyond the river. Each of them had reached such honors in life that I felt that they would honor our bargain. I was wrong. And now I wish for them to be brought back.
So, do you know where they are, their names?
Their address.
Kind of.
Let's see. The first one, let me see where I put that. Okay, I have a list somewhere. The first one is not yet of your concern. There is one task I need you to accomplish before this. To bolster your own strength, but also shut the door to the world of the living. Many are those who swim across this river in hopes of returning to the land of the living, and in such doing lose all their memories, their identities, and personalities. There is an island in the river that allows these poor souls, and the ferryman says poor souls with like a complete monotone, like just repeating something they've heard.
And he's basically like, I don't have feelings toward these people, they're just
Yeah.
there.
Yes. These poor souls reach this island and return to the world of the living without any recollections of who they were and what they desired. And they are therefore called the returned and live above ground. Well, as you would call it. This area being known as the underworld, which is kind of a misnomer.
Yeah.
So
Shit.
we are supposed to go find these people, but before that we need to close a door.
That is correct, yes. As a test of your strength, if you will. And also a chance for you to gain material benefits for your quest forward.
My strength is not in doubt, but I shall complete this task.
Then, if all of you are willing, I shall show you the way.
This seems to be like a hunt. I like the hunt. This-
Do you hunt mankind often?
Everyone, just wait. There's got to be some kind of mistake here. I'm no champion. I'm just a boy that lives on a farm. I can't be a champion.
Can you swing a sword?
Ooh, yes, but
Ha! They'll make a champion out of you yet. Have no worries.
that's
And-
kind of
And Ito
Kinda
just
blush
walks
with
over and gives him
embarrassment.
a smack on his back.
We're just gonna look at him like, well, I'm here too, I just have a violin.
You did save my life.
Music is a magic of its own. Do not underestimate it. So they say.
just
I
really
can
just-
say her music is magical.
Oh,
Both-
stop
both in a
it.
figurative
Just gonna punch
and
him in the-
literal
punch him in
sense.
the arm like, oh, stop it.
Do you know what I said?
What?
I'm dumb.
What?
Wait.
Sorry, I'm looking through my notes. Trying to make notes of what you're talking about. Here we go. Yes. Found them.
I mean, I'm willing to help you out on this task, but I don't see how I'm a champion.
Well, Karametra seems to believe differently. Man of the ordered fields.
Why do our respective gods or goddesses have an interest in this task? How does it affect them?
It affects all those who oversee the world of the living, that the dead do not stay where they have been placed. And
Oh.
it's also a matter of certain powers gaining influence where they should not have. Like,
Well-
sorry.
Well, I do enjoy a challenge. And it seems like Siri here at least gives me the impression that she's excited about this. So
I'll get fangs. I'll get fangs. Just imagine what I can do with these fangs. I don't know what the fangs are, but they're fangs.
they are. So if she goes, I go.
Excellent. Well, if all of you are ready to depart, I shall take you to the island. It will have to be a speedy trip, for I have 100 other things to see to, and the ferryman just reaches out an arm, and you can see, like, along the banks around you are like ghostly lights everywhere. And upon like closer inspection, you see that each of them has a distinct face, and it dawns on you rather quickly that, oh, these are the souls of the departed waiting to get ferried over.
Yeah, let's not keep the dead waiting anymore. I think one of them is looking quite horrible at me.
Oh, this is quite creepy.
Yeah, can we go? This is very uncomfortable. One of them is pretty much staring me down.
Do we recognize any of them?
Yeah, why
Uncle
not?
Ferdinand?
Give me for the first roll of this campaign, everyone who wants to can roll a investigation or perception check. Your choice.
Do I want to? It's a question. It's a good check.
It's a good roll for once.
Ooh. Nice.
That was
Not
even
bad.
better.
No.
Yeah, creeped out.
Why are these dead in a hurry? They have no place to go.
Okay.
Mine look different.
Yeah, everyone except Leo can see along the banks someone they recognize. Siri, who would you recognize among the dead?
I have no idea. I guess, okay, I don't want to use anyone who's actually I care about.
It can be anyone. It could be like a client from a bar you worked at. It can be.
It's one of my ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, he's the one who's staring me down. Victor? I think I know why he hates me.
He's dead. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah. Since she called on Victor, who do you recognize?
I will say probably recognize one of the people that were part of the rebellion I was in. Of the group that betrayed me.
So, rather a sweet moment knowing they have passed on?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
It's bittersweet.
Yeah. Okay, Roseanne, who do you recognize?
I see a centaur, a female centaur, very elderly, and she's looking at me with a very kind smile. I go, "Ah, this is my great grandmare." Had to be done. Go on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
With my
So I go,
kid,
"Grandmama."
me.
I've missed you.
He's like, oh, my great grandmother. Oh, how nice. I'm like, I fucking see my ex-boyfriend fuck.
Well, everyone who dies ends up at the banks of the river, so. Yeah, and yeah, Ethu, who do you recognize?
I recognize a gladiator I once fought. First man I killed.
Ah,
It's a bit worrying as to why he's still here and not
yeah.
on the other side.
How long has he been waiting to die?
Maybe he didn't have the
Exactly.
coins for the ferryman.
Touché.
Ooh.
Did you not place coins upon his eyes?
Which eyes? And then he left.
He just smashed his head. Okay. I kind of like take a step away.
Yo, freaking out.
Yeah, gentle repose. That's a good one. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So the ferryman makes his way down towards the pier, not even bothering to see if you will follow. As he reaches the edge, a staff forms in his hand, and on the hook of it hangs a lantern that with a floating light in it. There is no wick in it at all, but there is a light. And he taps it against the pier, and hold on. There we go.
Who am I supposed to
And-
hold on to?
Hmm?
You said hold on. Who am I supposed to hold on to?
No, OBS is being dumb again. And he taps it against the pier, and from the edge where he tapped it, a boat forms, just big enough to accompany all six of you.
Even the centaur?
Yes.
A good sized boat.
It is a good-sized boat, but the boat always forms to accommodate all who are being ferried. It is a bit
fair.
cramped, but you all fit without risk of sinking.
Okay. Drozan very reluctantly and nervously gets on the boat because he's not really been on boats very much. The centaurs don't usually hang out on boats.
That's fair.
This is very unstable. This.
As long as you remain on the boat, you shall. Oh. As long as you remain on the boat, the river cannot touch you. Be still, and you shall not fall.
Victor goes up to the edge beside the boat and then offers Syria a hand to help her on board first. Make sure she gets in without tripping or anything.
She's like, yeah, if I'm not getting help, I'm getting trip. She's like, she knows she sucks. So she's like, I'm gonna fall into the water. So she takes his hand and be like jumping in.
He jumps in after.
Yep.
Victor, maybe you should help Leo. He looks a little
yeah,
uncomfortable.
good idea. Leo, do you need a hand?
oh, what? Won't say no. I don't want to fall in. You guys.
So, do you want the hand so you don't fall in, or?
Yeah, I don't know what these green
Okay,
lights
throw
are.
it in.
They're a bit creepy.
Well, they are the dead spirits.
They are.
Yeah.
And Siri's gonna be like, "Do you see the one over there is still staring at me? The one like in the middle there on the left?
No,
That's my
no,
ex-boyfriend.
no, I don't like
Wonder
it.
how he exploded."
Victor, I'm coming in. I kind of like gingerly come in.
It's with a boat. What are you afraid of?
We fall in, we're dead.
Ito
I
just
just used the boat.
steps into it and sits down.
Have you ever seen like a dog get on a boat? It's kind of like
Hey,
what I
what?
look like at the moment. Like a dog. You know, have you ever seen like a dog get on a boat or like the back of a moving kind of truck when they kind of all. That's what I'm like at the moment. I'm splaying my hooves out as far as I can. Holding.
The ferryman just looks at you with that completely expressionless face and just waits for you to get on. The moment everyone is on the boat and are still on the boat, you feel it start moving through the waves, and it moves just slightly with each wave that goes through the river. Does any one of you have a passive perception above 14?
I have
No.
14 and above.
I have
Or
14.
14.
Okay, 14
Yeah,
or above.
15.
No, I do not.
Okay, anyone with the 14 or above, you can see suddenly under the surface of the river this huge form just come up and go under the boat and then up on the other side. Big, dark, it's wider than the boat is long.
This is. What was that?
I
Is it a
say.
snake? I'm afraid of snakes. And she's starting to hyperventilate a little bit like, if there's a big snake in the water, this isn't good for me.
Don't panic. Look,
I
watch me, and I'll start to grab the hair on the back of the centaur, and I'll start to plait it like I do with the horses on my farm, and I start to plait it and I tie it with a bit of string so it's a little less swishy, just to take her mind off it.
You're just staring at amazement right now, like, ooh. Easily distracted.
I just put a hand on Siri's shoulder just make sure she knows I'm there.
You said he was your friend, right? Victor?
Who?
The human.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
kinda cute.
friend. It's more like he saved my life. I owe him my life, basically.
He's still cute. And
I
look,
assume I can hear this.
he's good with horses. Or centaurs.
I'm probably
If you say
blushing
so.
madly, being called cute. Just trying to focus on these plaits.
She's looking at Orson, was it? Was it Orson?
Sorry?
Orson, was it?
Drosan.
Drosan.
Drozen.
Yeah.
Drozen.
Okay. And
Yeah.
she's just like looking at him like, my mother had one of you in her bedrooms once. How does that work?
Well, what exactly do you mean? Had one in the bedroom? Do you mean
Oh,
a
my
companion?
mother. She just starts like this on her hair, like, well, my mother is kind of like in a brothel. You know, a brothel. She brings people to her room doing. You know what I mean.
Ah,
Getting
yes,
just
I have
vibes
heard
now.
of this.
Wait, she
Um,
did it with a centaur?
You have no idea what I have seen throughout my years, Victor.
Then she
Wait,
is
you
a...
saw it all as well?
I only see people go into the room. I wasn't allowed to go in.
Be thankful for that at least.
Your mother seems That it seems that your mother was a tiefling of great.
She was a goddess.
of great adaptability, shall we say, and flexibility.
Well, they always said she was a goddess. I just assumed she was.
It's
You
not
know?
unusual for centaurs to mate with other creatures.
Oh, no, not mating. It's only a one-night stand.
Yes, I'm not familiar with this term.
I mean, I guess she is pretty open
Well, she
in
definitely
more
is
than
after
one way.
She just gets angry and like basically just punches him. Punches Victor in the face like, one more word, Victor, and I'm throwing you off this boat.
They're really gonna kill me.
I can bring you back later. Maybe.
I don't think you can here.
Even if you bring him back, he will just be a shell.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe be more obedient then.
I mean, if you don't see any use of me, then feel free.
Shush it, Victor.
Hmm. Well, let's not joke about killing each other, shall we?
Meanwhile,
At least not when we're riding the river of dead souls, perhaps.
She just starts playing her violin by now.
Hearing
Like,
the
Like
violin,
some sea songs, like kind of like death songs on the way.
well, hearing the violin, Itu pulls out his lyre and starts to strum just the same stat song on it. Perhaps he looks a bit less intimidating now.
She just stares at him at the moment, like. I thought she would be more of a loot guy, you know, hitting people. It's quite a good weapon.
I don't hit people with my lyre.
So
But the lyre is for after the hitting, when you're done.
I got so
Makes sense.
I got so bad pictures in my head. I'm so sorry.
yes, because this was so family friendly to start with.
It was, now it isn't.
Never.
Yeah, that went out of the window quickly.
Let me just like so. Yes. This channel is marked mature for a reason, so have at it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask Athreos, what? That. Forget all the hair and the mother of amazing skill, but what was that creature that swept under the boat?
Many are the beings that live in this river. This particular one, I would say, was some form of Draco kind. Not even I know all the beings that live in this river.
That's your job.
Do they actually live in the river though? Or are they dead in the river?
There are those who live down here. It is just the mortals that end up here when they die. Oreads, dryads, even why can't I remember that? Even manticores make their homes in these lands. We have a sphinx living at the border to Elysian.
Actually sounds pretty normal.
Sounds like hell.
Somewhat normal.
It can be a hell for some, a heaven-ish heaven-like existence for others. Your deeds define where you will end up once you've passed on.
Be fine then.
At least you
Right.
So
aspire
this is
to something. Sorry.
I kind of look around, like, kind of hiding my shifty eyes, like, probably most of these guys are going to end up here.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it, Leo. I wouldn't.
What have I done?
Only Elysium awaits me.
Your deeds will indeed decide where you end up. Elysium might be your final resting place, indeed, but I am not the judge of this.
I have no doubt it shall be Elysium.
As long as I die playing my violin, I'm fine.
Well, I don't
What
plan
if
on
you-
dying.
But what if
At
your arm
all.
was cut off?
Sorry, what?
What if your arm was cut off? How would you play your violin while you die?
She's going into her bag, like, I also have this lyre, and I also think I have a flute somewhere, I just have to find it.
Huh. See.
After some time, only measured by the waves passing under the bridge or the bow of the boat, eventually a island starts coming into view, and you can tell the difference between this island and all the others that we've passed so far by the shimmering blue glow that seems to permeate it. Let me put all of you on there real quick. Come on. There we go.
Quick question.
Yes?
Would I be able to, like, work out how far that was that we gone from shore to island? Or not really?
Give me a wisdom or survival check. Your choice. Yeah, a 13 tells you that it should have been a couple of hours, but it is very hard to tell in this environment. You have yet to see the river's other shore. Judging by the waves and how they moved, you discern that possibly 2.5 hours have passed at this point.
Wow, people have actually swum to this island. That was quite some time.
Some people are determined to leave the land of the dead behind. I shall leave you here, and one way or another I shall collect you. Once your deed has been done, your test has been accomplished.
We are now back in the land of the living.
No. You are on an island in the middle of the Tartyx River. The river that splits the land of the living from the land of the dead.
We're kind of in the middle.
Yes, you're right in
So
between.
This is the doorway.
This is where the door to the land of the living is, and the one that you have been tasked to close. Around you is a dark island covered in dead grass and dying trees. There is a green tinted fog around you that seems to smell sweetly and inviting. There are also bluish fairy lights that just flitter around back and forth. Around you is a soft melody that seems to be just whispering. Where are you? There you are. And inviting you to walk further.
So it's music there?
There is some music like on the wind. You know, you can hear almost like you can hear it, but it's very, very soft, very quiet.
Cyrdalia is gonna try to memorize the melody, kind of.
Yep.
That's her thing, like memorizing every melody she
Okay.
hears.
Is she actively doing this?
Yeah.
Give me a wisdom save.
A save?
Yes.
God.
If you're actively trying to listen to the music, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Ooh, good.
You feel this sense of calm come over you at first, but then you just go, no, I think, no. Like,
After that, I shouldn't be calm.
yeah, you're in the middle of the river of death. Come on. Leo, on the other hand, you feel this, like, you feel as calm as you would be after a day of labor on the farm. Your chores have been done, everything is fine. And there's nothing to be concerned with on this island. Why are you even here?
Cyrdalia noticed that he's
What a day.
starting to get too calm.
Leo, are you moving in ways that would be obvious to the others?
I don't know. It depends if they're really watching me, because I'd just be like, well, that's quite nice. Probably like make my way to a tree, just take a rest, just like, been a busy day. Have I
How are you
forgotten where I
doing?
am?
No, you haven't forgotten where you're at, but this island, you don't think it's anything weird with it. It's just an island. It's a very pretty island. You know it's in the Tartyx River, but that doesn't seem to matter anymore.
That's
Just gonna
do I-
go over here and have a rest.
Does my character like notice that they started to like fade a little away?
That's up to Leo to decide. What's your Siri, what's your passive insight?
Passive investigation. Oh god. I'm trying to find it. Passive insight 14.
Yeah, I'd say that you would be able to, even with the short period you've known Leo, that this doesn't really make any sense. This is just weird.
Then I would know it as well, I believe, because I also have 14 in passive perception.
Passive insight.
Insight. I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you haven't known Leo that much, but he seems a bit odd.
Victor,
Yes.
I think there's something wrong here.
Most likely. It's an island in the middle of the River of Death, or...
I think it has something
Yeah.
with like the music. Don't listen. Don't listen. Don't try to listen.
I don't listen to music that isn't coming from you, so it's fine.
Check.
I'll check on Leo. He seems a bit odd.
Is there any grass on this island?
There's a lot of dead grass around, but nothing like like dried or swamp grass. That's kind of what you have around you.
Or just probably running the dead grass through my hands, going, oh, it needs some water. really need some water here. Probably make it a lot greener.
I pat him on the shoulder like, "Hey, Leo, you okay?
Oh,
Don't-
Victor. Yeah, I'm fine.
Don't listen to the music, okay? Try to ignore it."
Why? It's quite nice. It's quite soothing.
Probably, but it's affecting your mind, I think. You might want to...
No, I'm fine.
I'm telling you, you're not. Trust me. Do you
Is
trust
he
me?
ill?
Do you trust me, Leo?
Of course I do.
Then trust me, don't listen to the music. Shake it off. And I kinda give him a gentle slap on his cheek. Like, wakey wakey, kinda. Hoping it will slap him out of it.
Yeah, Leo, you start understanding what it is Victor's trying to say. The effect doesn't last that long, and with his insistence, you're going like, it's disrupting your listening to the music. So you're starting, like, your mind is starting to poke at you, like, hello, maybe what he's saying makes sense.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah. Sorry, Victor. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
Delia's like
Don't
Going-
apologize. It's okay.
Delia's like going up to this big mountain of fluff and muscles and be like, Big lion, hello, you okay? Hello.
Did we lose someone? No, did we lose Zen?
No, I was muted.
Okay.
Sometimes this just auto mutes me for some reason. It's very weird.
It's the silence wizard.
Yep. But sorry, you said Force White?
My character went up to your character reluctantly. She's a little bit scared of you. You're quite big. And she's patting you like on your hand, very like, you okay there, big lion? Glad
So, E2 just looks down at you, stares you straight in the eyes.
Oh, God,
Of course
I'm
I am. Why wouldn't I be?
You seem a little bit too calm, you know?
Will it not be calm? Nothing to worry about. I just
we're
need to
in
close the
the-
gate. No problem.
We're supposed to close the gate and don't be calm. We're in the middle of the death.
So?
Basically.
I'm not seeing the problem you're having. You're surrounded by that always. That's what it means to fight.
Now she's just getting annoyed and like pinches his arm.
So this little tiefling is trying to pinch the big lion's arm.
Yep.
I like
What are you
it.
doing that for? You just waves
she's
off
just
your
trying
arm.
to pinch harder and harder because she's like, I can't slap this. I'm too short to actually manage to slap him.
You can always just hit his chest, something.
I can do that. She gives him a nice punch into what he has.
So earlier,
So E2 gives a laugh and
Yeah.
just gives you a slap on the back. That's the spirit. Fighting. Should I
He's
go?
looking quite confused now and trying to look back at Victor like, he's insane.
okay, so at the start of this session, we got a secret menu item redeemed from Karnis, and
Ooh.
I would like for Leo to give me a D20 roll.
Straight D20.
Yes.
Oh,
Dun,
So
dun,
up to you now.
dun.
did that work? Wait. Sorry, I might have. Oh no! I'm sorry. I don't know how to do this.
Do you see the dice under the...
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've accidentally made it 2. How do I make it back to 1?
You.
You
Yeah.
could
how
just
do you-
write...
Hmm?
I guess you could just write as in /R.
I could. Oh, okay. I'll tell you what. I'll roll 2, but take the first one. So it's the 16.
Okay. So, I have item cards.
Oh no.
So you're gonna get number 16, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Pet
Ooh.
Chimera! Pet Chimera!
Oh no!
Oh
You
no.
instantly
Say
die.
um, as you're leaning against this tree, Leo, you feel along the bark of this giant tree there is a hollow, and in this hollow is a tiny goose egg. Not just any, because you have seen goose egg before. This one is silver in color and encrusted in tiny, tiny little gems. It's warm to the touch, and your familiarity with birds from living on a farm, you know that this might potentially be alive, could be hatchable, but you've never seen its like before.
Please tell me we're getting a pet goose.
No.
Oh my. Here, look at this, and I kind of hold it up, and I'm like, I've never seen anything like this before.
Is that an egg?
Yeah.
This is not like any egg, but this is a strange place.
And I kind of hold it to my face. Is it like warm to my face?
Yes.
I think there's something inside it.
Let me see if I can.
I look around for a potential mother being angrily raging at us at the moment.
There's nothing there. There's nothing living around you.
And from my sort of lifestyle out in the wilderness, would I be able to tell if I'd ever seen or heard of an egg like this?
Give me a nature check.
Take a while.
It can be a little bit slow. But yeah, let's see. Come on. Come on, D&D
Come on,
Beyond.
honey, you can do it.
There we go.
There you go.
At the 16, you recognize that this might potentially be one of the fabled birds. Maybe a phoenix.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, be careful with that, young human. That you hold in your hands is an egg, not from any natural bird, but potentially a legendary bird. Something could even be perhaps a phoenix.
Are you
Really?
saying we just stumbled upon an egg that belongs to a phoenix?
In the underworld.
In the underworld, of all places.
The
Well, that is what
magic
it
of
seems
secret
to be.
items.
I'm not
Inside a
100%
random
sure.
tree somewhere on the river. That's a bit.
Well,
Well, I don't know what to say. That's kind of amazing and unbelievable at the same time.
Are you going to eat that?
no,
No, I'm not
don't,
going
don't
to eat
you
that.
dare eat it.
You would have a very bad heartburn if you did.
Nah, I can take it.
As a man of the field and the animals, I'm going to look after this egg. I'm going to nurture it until it hatches, and then, if it wishes to be free, then I will let it go.
Okay, I followed you until letting it be free. If you're going to hatch it, you're going to raise it so that it gets nice and big and fills you more when you eat it. So I'm getting confused here.
No, absolutely not. We are not eating this, whatever this creature is.
What's the use of facing it?
Iridelia is just in the background, like
Ha-
we're in
have-
the middle of.
Have you ever heard of a
We're
phoenix?
in the middle of a
Itu?
death.
I
And
have
we're
not.
talking about raising a fucking egg.
Well, phoenixes are very special birds that you don't eat.
We must.
Sure.
Unless
Spec-
you want to burn up from the inside, I recommend not eating it.
This creature demands the greatest of respect.
Well, Joak. Just a shame, I would say.
You'll get food enough.
And yes, thank you to Karnis for giving us the secret menu item, which is in fact a miniature phoenix, because you're not getting a gargantuan pet.
What?
The card says it is. I will hatch it, and he will grow big and strong.
Yeah,
He's
no.
like this. Oh, he's good with kids, huh?
Not kids, animals, and
Yeah, they're
props, and
basically like animals.
and I find some like scrap material, and I wrap the egg in it to sort of give it some kind of cushioning and warmth, and I tuck it in like behind my shield, so it sort of protected.
Nice.
Is the music still playing,
Yes.
kind of in the background?
Yeah. Siri, since you succeeded on your first, it's nice music, but it doesn't really like pull you in like the first time. It's nice. You can hear it coming from it seems to be coming from a ruin further up ahead. Everyone else would still need to make a wisdom save if you're listening to it again, like actively listening to it. Otherwise it's just background for this very weird island.
I'm kind of filtering it out.
Yeah, unless someone kind of points it out, I'm not really going to.
Now
Like,
it's just
listen to
time for
that.
battle, not music.
Well, should we perhaps start moving and see if we can find this gate and close it?
Well, I do believe we should start heading to the ruins up there. Of course.
That
Men
sounds like a
first.
plan.
Men first, right?
Sure. Let's go ahead then.
I started listening to the music. I would have started listening to the music again.
Over the pad.
No joke, because I have really low intelligence. So.
I kind of, if I notice him like starting to listening,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like clapping on his cheek again, like, "Hey, dude, stop listening to the shit."
Sorry, Victor. It's really peaceful, you know. You should kind of listen to it.
I really don't listen to music. Only serious music.
I'm going to come back and say, wait, I have a solution, young human. And I kind of reach down to the ground and I lift up in each hand, I have a little tuft of soil.
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of reach over and kind of stick them in his ears.
It's kind of, it's grainy.
It will help.
Well, if you say so. Well, I'm
No.
used to having things in my ears all the time anyway, so.
You could at least have given it some cloth instead. Or spit it in soil.
As you're talking and making your way up, everyone give me a perception check.
Those I suck at.
Ooh.
That music is really getting to me.
I think
Well,
D&D
I
Beyond
can change it slightly if you want.
No, it's fine.
No,
It's just it really sets the sphere.
Beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about. It's
It's
beautiful.
I'm going to mute it a little, not mute it, but lower the volume a little bit.
Okay.
Can I still like tell that he can hear the music even though he has soils in his ears?
You now have advantage against the charming effects of it, so if you actively try to listen to it again, you roll with advantage for that wisdom save.
Okay.
Okay. Well, since your ears are now stuffed with soil, you fail to hear what the others are catching on to, and that is the growling of a big dog. Seems to be coming closer.
Puppies here?
Do we see them coming?
Looking around, you can see this big burning dog at the entrance of the ruins, and it's looking right at you.
I'm gonna move in front of Siri and just get a stance ready.
Yep.
Something's
Yes.
coming.
She's
What?
basically like burning puppies?
I point in the direction as well. Hopefully Leo sees it.
Yeah, Leo can
Yeah.
see it as you pointed out, but no, his hearing is
Oh, I love-
severely impaired.
Yeah, I kind of like sound louder because obviously I can't hear as well.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I love dogs.
She's like, me too!
Let's see.
These
Yeah,
these seem to have ill intent, and I kind of, as Leo starts to walk past, I'm going to sort of grab him on the shoulder and kind of hold him back a little bit.
yeah, these dogs, the two of them now walking in front of the entrance to the ruins, are easily the same size as Siri.
I'm not used to dogs being my size.
And then from behind, you hear a high-pitched whistling, and the music around you seems to die down. That soft, soothing music just vanishes as the whistling pierces the fog, and the dogs stop and sit just at the entrance, still looking straight at you.
Puppies?
Oh, see, they know how to sit.
I don't trust them.
I assume I can't hear the music stopped.
Yeah.
All in my ears, so.
Yeah. In between the two comes a satyr in a flowing, gauzy dress. Her hair is crowned by wild flowers in radiant colors. They are obviously from the land of the living, because there are no radiant flowers down here. And in her hand she holds a lyre that she has just stopped playing on. Hello. It's not often we get visitors here.
You like music too? I like music too! And she's like taking her violin like, yay!
I do like music. Do you want to play?
Yeah!
There's a time to play music and there's a time there isn't. We are here to close the gate. Move aside, please.
She never said
Oh.
we weren't closing the gate. She just said music.
Oh. Well, I kinda like the gate. It's my way in and out.
There's no place for a mortal.
Well, guess at one point I was mortal.
Good walking. That's good walking.
Are you still mortal?
In a sense.
Then you realize that it's not good for this gate to be open, don't you?
I guess it wouldn't be. With all the... well, with all the returning. But my lord wants it open, and so I keep it open.
Who's your lord?
Oh, my lord is Phoenix, the lord of trickery.
Like this person.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh. She's gonna go over. Basically, like, put her fingers in and just try to dig out the dirt.
Oh,
Leo, do you hear me?
I can in one ear.
I'm digging out the other one as well.
Oh, your nails are
better?
sharp.
You better?
I guess. Oh, the music stopped.
Yeah!
For now.
Yay!
What was the spelling of that? Was a Phoenix, did you say, with an F?
Phoenix. Phenax. Me.
So,
Would we know if that's a deity or not?
She did literally say that it is the god of trickery.
Yeah. Let me see exactly.
And considering the setting, it would make sense for that to be true. You would need the aid of God to just walk in and out the underworld. As you please.
There we go. Well, he wants the door to be open because, it is the biggest trick of them all, isn't it?
How is it a trick? It's just an open door.
Well, he's leading the dead away from Erebos' influence.
Listen, I don't care about Erebos, but Athreos asked us to close the gates, so the gate's getting closed. Simple as that.
Oh, that's a shame. Are you sure you won't change your mind? We can...
Are you sure you don't want to change your mind?
Well, I'm having too much fun to do that.
Can't you have fun somewhere else?
does she seem influenced by any means?
She seems a bit strange. Not like she's being controlled, but something is a little bit off. You can do an insight if you want.
Sure, I'll try. My first bad roll. Yay!
Could I roll insight just to see whether I feel that she's a good person or a bad person?
Yeah, sure.
Do I get a good vibe or bad vibe?
The vibes you get from her is that she's not... You wouldn't call her good. Like, she doesn't really care why she's doing what she's doing. She's just doing it. And she doesn't care if it's good or bad for, like, the greater picture, like the big picture. She doesn't care about that. All she cares about is that she's having fun, and the god she follows likes that she does it.
I just get the vibe that, oh, she's a musician, I'm fine. She seems nice though.
She does seem nice, but yeah. I'm gonna step forward. I know you're having fun and all that, but we kind of got a job to do, and I kind of like to get out of here as soon as possible. So if you don't mind, just moving out the way so we can get it done.
Oh. Well, your job is to close the gate, isn't it?
That it is.
Oh, I really can't let you do that.
Why not? It's just
Looking
a
at
gate.
those
What does it matter?
You sure you can't just let us close it, please?
It's fine. It's not a gate.
I mean, you can try to persuade her.
I know. I'm trying my hardest.
I feel that I would help to try to persuade.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll again with advantage. Well, you can roll again.
I can roll again.
Yeah, because Leo's helping you.
Yeah, I
Oh,
feel like
God.
she's neither evil or good. So
Ooh, damn.
Ooh.
That's a really good roll. Well,
Please.
well, do you really promise that, well, I'm not... Well, you make a really... You do have a job to do, so...
Yeah, and we really want to go back, you know? We need to go back, and you seem like such a nice person, and, you know, you seem like so nice. And I'm nice too.
Well, you know what? I will let you close the gate
Yeah?
if you take me with you.
Through the gate? Or
No,
I
back.
don't know.
back to Athreos?
I don't think we can do that. I'm not too sure.
Well,
But she is
Yeah,
not
she seems
dead.
really nice.
Why is...
well, I'm not dead, so I don't
So
think I
it-
should be here if you close the gate. Or you know what you can do? You can let me through before you close the gate.
Is she lying about not being dead?
Give me an
Can I roll an
check.
insight?
Yeah.
I want to do that as well. See if I get if she's actually alive or not.
Well, I'm a lion. What do I know?
Come on, D&D Beyond, you want to roll that?
Well, she looks alive. Seems alive. Smells alive.
Yeah.
It's flower.
Well-
She smells alive.
Victor, to you, it seems like she's telling the truth about being alive, but there's something a little bit off. To Etho and Drosan, yeah, she's telling the truth.
Nice.
That she's
She's
fine.
I wanted to
something
try
off.
and yeah, I wanted to try and speak with one of the dogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want me to cast Speak with Animals?
Do you want to cast it or do you have it as a ritual?
I have it as a. I think it's a spell. Yeah, it's a spell slot.
Okay.
There we are. It's a spell slot.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you want to, you can cast it, absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna. Sorry, why is it not doing that? Sorry, for some reason it's not letting me cast. It's got a 0 there. As if I've already cast a spell, but I haven't cast any spells yet.
That's weird. Let me check that real quick.
Just go to your spells and then at the left just should be just a cast button or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
since
what,
Speak
sorry?
with Animals doesn't have an attack or a save. Oh,
It
you've
just is.
you've accidentally filled in both your slots already. So it did cast it,
Oh,
but since
I see, right.
yeah, Speak with Animals doesn't have a save or a attack, you can also cast it as a ritual. You have the ritual tag. So if you want to take
But
10
no-
minutes and cast it as a ritual, you should be able to do that.
But I don't know if we would have 10 minutes. I'm sure people are kind of moving very quickly on this.
That's fair.
So I'm just going to cast it as a...
Yep.
There we go. Yeah, it's worked now. Right. Come up. Right. Don't see it in the game log.
No, because you don't roll anything with it. It just happens.
Oh, okay. So I just say, okay, right.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to kind of step forward a little bit to about here and speak to this one on her right, dog.
Okay.
And I'm just going to ask it, your master, where? Tell me what you know of her. Is she alive?
My master is of the living in a way.
And will that's interesting. And would she have ill intent? Could she go back to the land of the living?
We have not noticed any ill intent with her, no. Not towards us.
And towards the living?
We do not follow her to the land of the living.
Just leaving your dogs here? Can I have one?
Okay. So you are bound to this place.
We are, yes. We reside here.
Okay. Well, it hasn't been as helpful. I'll say to the others, like looking back, because I don't know how that would actually look without going like to the dogs. I look to them and to the others and say, it seems that her four-legged companions here have agreed that she is from the land of the living. She is alive to an extent. I don't know what that means exactly, but I think
something so.
Yes. Perhaps if we take her through and then watch her very carefully.
I don't trust her being here, but I don't trust her being in the land of the living either.
Yes, if she is this side, she may reopen the door.
We could also just close the door, take it back to Athreos, to the Ferryman.
She's so
And then
nice.
have them all send us back.
She even lets us close the door.
How about we let her come with us to the Ferryman?
The ferryman has departed.
He would pick us up after we close to the gate. Or if we died.
Well, I mean, we all saw how long that's. If someone was to swim there, let alone with two dogs, she must have come through the door already. How else would she have got here?
I don't know. I don't trust
I
her.
didn't catch your name.
She seems to be telling some truth, but I don't trust her.
Didn't you say a god is one of the trickery?
Yeah, but she didn't say her name. Her name. I think.
No, she never gave you her name.
Can I ask you what your name is? You seem so nice.
Oh? Well, you give me yours and I'll give you mine.
Siri.
Oh. Well, my name is Kosa.
What's up?
Someone write that down.
Is that what it said? I am writing it down. Is it with a Z or a S?
S.
Is it with a K or a C?
K.
Okay.
Osa. And you came through the door, correct?
I did, yes. So I want to go back.
How long have you been here?
I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if you... How long have we been here? Time works really weird.
We've been talking for hours.
I mean, isn't the door just right over there? Can't you just walk through it? That's the problem.
Well, I like it here.
It's so dark.
Yeah, but you asked
And
to come
bad.
with us.
Well-
But we're not walking through the door.
And you also have living flowers in your hair. It must be much nicer to actually be on the side with the living flowers.
Oh, it is very nice on the other side, but I have to wait here for the next group of people who want to go back.
Why?
Where?
Well, to the land of the living, of course.
Why do you have to do that?
Well, because my lord asked me to.
Do you know why he wants you to do it?
Because it's fun.
How is it fun
I
that
think
people
you
don't
should-
remember things?
Oh, that's not my concern. My lord thinks it's fun, so I do it for him.
So we
You
can
should
agree
come with
that you
us.
go through the door.
Mhm.
And we close the door.
Mhm.
Any objections on that?
How did you walk through the door in the first place? Where does it lead?
I also
Oh.
pet one of your dogs.
Well, you can try.
Now it's just a little more frightened, like, try.
Well, you can see that most of its fur seems to be on fire. As you look closer, it's like in between the strands of fur. It seems to be like a little bit of fire crackling along it.
She's just deep playing, she'll be fine.
Yeah, I have a resistant. I'll be fine. Yeah, she loves animals. She just walks up and tries to pet it a little bit, like over, like this.
Yeah. The dog looks up at you with blazing red eyes and just
Nice doggy.
tilts its head back and forth, trying to list. The hell are you?
Be nice doggy. And just look over to Victor like, it's a nice puppy, look. And he's really warm. Ow.
How tall is the walls of these ruins?
In some places they're just like a rock tall. In some places they're like not 5 feet. 3 meters, 15 feet.
Alright. I'm gonna try and sneak around.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Dum, dum, dum.
Oh.
Oh.
Now, as you try to step away, one of the dead branches from the tree, you're just crunches under your boot.
I look
There
down
you
on
go,
the
where
branch.
you
No,
going?
9 feet, not 15, 9 feet. My bad. It makes a really loud crackling sound.
What are you doing, Victor?
I was just gonna go for a walk while you discuss.
Oh, you were going to take a walk.
Yeah, just checking around the island.
Okay.
If you don't
Well-
mind.
Well, if you
She's
go, be
still
careful.
petting
'Cause
the
there's some
dog.
music. There's some music that messes with your mind.
Yeah, she's the one behind the music, I believe.
Oh.
And nods to the satyr.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna start moving, not stealthily this time, but
Yeah.
just
Well,
Nice music, though.
Oh, thank you. Sir, I think if you need the bathroom, that tree is the best one, and she points to the big one to your right. Victor?
Hmm. No, I'm just looking around.
How? Okay. Are you trying to deceive her?
Well,
Or are you actually
I-
looking
I- I-
around?
I'm looking around, but it's both truth and not at the same time.
Okay,
Because I am looking around,
how smart is she?
but I use it as an excuse
Okay,
to also
Smart
get
is this
closer as well.
character.
okay. I'm gonna say, give me a deception check with advantage.
So left shift click should auto roll advantage.
Wait, what did you say?
Left shift and then click on deception should auto roll advantage.
Oh. Oh, and control is disadvantage. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, control is disadvantage.
Nice.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Also, right shift is super advantage, so the highest roll of 3.
Yeah.
Also, control
Nice.
is super disadvantage.
Good to know, good to know. Yeah, she seems like she's like not really buying it, and then she just, oh, okay. The DC for that one was 16, and you got a 21, so...
Sirius gonna be like, he didn't go to the bathroom before we ended up here.
Oh. Okay. Well,
It's really nice dogs, though.
they aren't they? They're
And
so
they're
good.
cute, and they are on fire.
They are really, really warm, which can be good here.
Yeah, it's kind of coldish.
It's kind of weird. Like, it's not cold, but it's kind of clingy with all the fog around. But it's not really humid. It's like, it's like walking in mist on a summer.
I'll look over to your son and be like, these are very nice dogs. Have you tried to pet them yet?
Can you, or can I look around, see if I see any like more creatures or traps or anything like that nearby?
Yeah, absolutely. Perception or investigation or survival. Check, please.
All right.
Oof.
Not so good.
It seems like the ground has just tussled and moved a lot, especially from the two dogs moving around. There, you find a lot of dog tracks, and they seem to be intersecting and weaving back and forth all across the area. You do manage to see that the tree to your left has broken through the ruins, and there is a way to get through, but you have to squeeze.
Okay, I'm gonna squeeze through then.
Okay. So that would halve you movement speed.
Yeah. I'll just move to there.
Yep. From where you're standing, like, you can just see a broken statue in front of you, and through, like, where the body of the statue used to be, it seems like a crack has opened, and there is some form of silvery light in that crack.
Okay.
From where you're standing, it looks kind of like mist has crept into it and just stayed there for kicks. you can't really see it. The angle is strange.
Okay, would I gather that that might be the gate?
Yeah, you could. It's a good guess that that would be the gate.
Do I see any way that could possibly help closing it? Like, is there like a way to block it? Any statue or anything that could topple over it or anything like that? Or
There is a lot of rubble of the statue around it, so you could build it up. But as for closing the gate itself, give me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Not my strong suit, but here we go. Nope.
Yeah, you can tell that you could probably build up the statue in front of it, but you have no idea what to do about the Kraken itself. It's just okay.
Alright, and where was this, you said?
Like from where you're standing, it is at the weird diagonal in front of you. So if you see the, let's see, if I can I ping this? How do I do that? No. So if I
Is it like, do
Yeah.
you see?
that there it is. You double click it. You see the ping?
Oh,
So this one,
yeah.
that's
so,
the
so
statue.
that is,
Yeah.
okay.
Where those?
Yeah, what is this, by the way, that I'm standing beside?
That's a chest. It seems to have like the clasp is down, but it's not locked.
Does it seem trapped?
Give me an investigation check. Doesn't seem locked to you, or trapped to you.
Alright. I'll keep it in mind. I'll just wait there and observe, see what the others are doing, saying.
Okay.
What you basically hear is like, Leo, we should bring one of these dogs with us.
Oh no, I don't want one of these. They burn all my crops.
That'd be fine.
No.
Those
He's
dogs
like,
obviously
he's kind
do
of
not look
hugging it,
alive.
like, but that's so nice.
Are you hugging the dog?
But like, not hugging, but like a little bit like this, like not too close. Like she was petting it like this, like
Yeah.
she was basically like, please.
It is very warm, and the dog's head is like twice the size of your head. So you're like.
I'll call over to her and say, these dogs are from this realm. They may not pass into the land of the living.
We'll call you Roberto.
The dog
You know
is
what?
Hmm?
Kosa, you said your name was?
What?
Oh, are you saying Kosa or Drosan?
Kosa.
Ah, yes.
If you want to leave, then just walk through the door. We're closed on this side, and everything's done.
Okay.
Or is there a reason you will not be able to go through it?
No. Well, my lord might be a little bit upset, but he'll get over it.
The name Kosa before?
No. It doesn't ring a bell to you.
Well, maybe we meet later and just wait.
Well, maybe. I'm not entirely sure where the door leads anytime, but it should lead into the mountains. So if you're ever in the mountain range, you know where the satyrs live? I should be there.
Didn't you say you entered the door?
Yes, I did.
How would you not know where to find it then, or did you just move around?
It kind of depends a little bit where my lord wants it to be.
What do you mean, what your lord wants it to be?
Well, Phoenix is the one who makes the connections each time.
Oh, so you never know where you end up.
Not really.
Kinda?
It's the same general area, but it usually, well, sometimes it opens at the same spot for several times in a row, and sometimes it's different, like for many openings. I mean, it's always open, but for the connections.
Why does he want it open? You said it was only just for his fun?
Yes.
Just to laugh around?
Yes.
To bring souls back to the living for
Well,
fun.
Well, that's what he told me.
Would you be able to open the gate again after we close it?
I can't know.
That's
Your
fair.
master can.
Well, he's a god, so he can probably
Should
do anything.
not assume. Of course
Yeah,
not.
that's true. Gods can do whatever they want.
But I'm pretty
Well, we
sure
can
if you close
discuss
it, if you close it here, he would have to choose another spot to open it from.
We may have to discuss this with Athreos.
Why?
But
You
he's
just
not
ask
coming
us,
back
go to the
until
island,
we-
close the door, come back. That's
And
what we
he's
were
not-
asked to
No,
do.
And he's
No,
not
no, we
coming
close
back
it.
before we close the door. Or become dead.
I think we
don't
close
wanna
it,
die.
then report.
But do we let her go through first or not?
I say yes.
She seems nice, and she let me pet her dog.
Honestly, Athreos did not ask us to kill anyone we met. Just close the
gate.
door to the world of the living. If you wish to send him away, you'll be cut down. If you wish to just leave, then just leave.
Okay.
Guess I'll see you later.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, if you ever find yourself in the mountains near where the satyrs live, ask for me. Okay. And then
Bye.
before you have a chance to change your mind, she just bolts for the door and disappears through it.
She's like this now, like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
For some reason that looks worrying to me.
Probably be fine. She's a nice person. I still
Seems
petting
okay.
the dog.
Why is that not updating? There we go. Yeah, Victor, you see her just shimmy through that crack, and then she's out.
The dog's
Well,
still friendly.
how do we block this and do we just build it up? Any ideas?
Do any of you are any of you proficient with Arcana?
Nope.
I'm magical. Ish.
Bards. No, you wait. You're still level 1.
I'm still level 1. I'm sorry.
Nope.
I know. Let's make this a group challenge. So all of you roll an Arcana check, and we'll see if your average reaches over the.
Oh, those are some good rolls.
Yeah.
Except for the 6.
I am not smart boy.
Let's.
But I got a
see.
nat 20.
Yeah, that's gonna count for a lot. Let me do some.
It's an average of 13, in case you're wondering.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. 13 was the target number, so you managed to figure out that in order for you to close this gate, you will have to somehow disable the magic, the crack, and you can do this by grabbing by extinguishing the flames in the fire pit at the back. Extinguishing that flame will put out the magic in the portal itself, and then you would have to build up the statue, repair it.
Okay.
Does the flame seem
She's just
magical in
trying
any way besides that? Except besides the fact that it's keeping this portal open, like, does it seem like it's a dangerous flame, or?
It seems like, to you being a tiefling, this flame seems like it would hurt a lot more than regular fire if you were to touch it. But other than that, it seems like, other than it being connected to the gate, it seems like regular fire. So it has two effects. It keeps the gate open, and it will hurt a lot more if you touch it.
She was gonna try to use Traumaturgy to just, like, turn it off.
It's Thaumaturgy.
I'm gonna help her with
Thaumaturgy
thaumaturgy as well.
It can dim the flames, but I don't believe it actually.
Yeah, no. You see it just flicker slightly and then come back up again.
I'm gonna go to the edge here
While we
up
make it
by the
small.
water.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to the edge by the water here, and using my shield, I'm gonna sort of scoop up a whole lot of soil.
Okay,
and
yep.
make my way back. And I'll see kind of when I'm about here. I'll perhaps would have noticed that they were kind of making the flames smaller.
Yep.
So, yes.
Aha, throwing dirt on it.
Make
That's
it
a good
smaller,
idea.
and we'll tip the soil on the flame.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so speaking to the two tieflings, if you can make it smaller again, I will tip this soil on.
She's using Traumaturgy again.
Should last for an hour or something.
Huh?
Oh, okay, so it's still small.
Sorry,
A
a
minute.
Minute, my bad. Sorry, I misspoke.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so then I just kind of pour the soil on top.
Anyone standing right next to it, please make me a dex save.
Oops, I guess that's me.
No,
Ooh, first death to campaign.
I was closer. I'm far behind. How dexterous is this horse?
I roll. Where's it?
Come on, D&D
Come
Beyond,
on.
you know you want to do it.
You can do it, buddy.
Why is it so slow now?
Ah, oh.
Nice.
Ooh.
As you tip the soil in, you see sparks fly up from it, but you just manage to avoid getting hit by them.
So I'm gonna kind of, like horses rear up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of rear up on my hind legs and take a few back steps and go, nay.
As you extinguish the flames, you hear this whoosh sound from the gate, and a pillar of pure white just shoots straight up before it dies down. Looking over it, you now see just a brick wall behind that crack.
Oh, that was oddly simple.
She was a nice person there. I really liked it, and she was good at playing the lyre. Just saying.
Did the dogs seem to be doing anything? Or
But
just
there was
sitting there?
something off with her, though. I don't trust her still.
No, the dogs are just sitting there. Just,
Vibing.
yeah. You were no
Now
threat,
start to pet the
so
other dog.
huh?
And now starts to pet another dog because she feels guilty for only petting one dog.
Yeah, you were no threat to their master, so they're just there like, hi, vibing.
Alright, so I'm gonna walk up to the statue and I'm gonna try to start build it up again.
Yeah, it is hard work, but you managed to figure out how the pieces go together. There are not that many pieces of it. It's basically just a broken humanoid bronze statue.
Would I
Making-
recognize who the statue is supposed to represent?
Give me a history check.
I'll be helping Victor build the statue. So as he's sort of looking out, I'll say, so who does that remind you of?
It looks like a
Mm.
hero you have seen in your travels, Victor, but you cannot place the name. Like, it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just cannot get that name.
It is some sort of hero. I just can't place the name. I've seen things about this hero before, but I can't recall the name. Hate when it
Heroes.
happens.
Ah, yes. I see what you mean. And as we're kind of building it together and we're talking about the statue, could I also then in that case roll a history just to see if
Yeah, absolutely.
I know? Not that I... 14. Okay, no. Yeah, see, he look very heroic, but I don't know. Is it a
Yeah.
human figure?
Looks humanoid. Not being able to see, it's wearing a helmet, so you can't really see like ears and stuff. But it could be a human. It could be a triton. It has like one of those features. It's clearly not like a centaur or a tiefling or any of those. But it's like you can't remember the name. It's like right there, but you can't grasp it.
I'm not too familiar with the two-legged heroes.
Understandable.
Call you Franklin.
Victor's kind of just rolling his eyes like, at Siri, like getting friendly with these dogs. He's kind of like, well, these would probably attack us if we didn't persuade them to not attack us.
Nah, would not have been a problem.
So,
I want to bring this home.
are we done?
I think so. We put out the flame and closed the gate, and then we put up the statue together as much as we could.
You put up a statue? She's finally stopped petting the dogs.
Oh yeah,
Who is it?
Here, tiefling, come look.
Get a history.
Um,
I'm just saying.
you are a storyteller or a bard. You probably heard stories about the heroes.
Yeah, many travelers went into the inn, but she's tilting her head a little bit, trying to see what the statue is.
Yeah, give me a history check.
Can I help her? Well, she
Well-
doesn't need it.
Play.
You get that same sensation, like
Single hero.
it's right there, it's right, and then it just light bulb moment, and you recognize this as one of the champions of the arena at Melitilis. His name was Seaman the Roar.
Seaman?
Yes, Ceman.
Okay. The
And-
roar.
Yeah, they called him the Roar because he would always shout and growl during the matches.
I know who this person is. One of the travelers that was visiting my mom showed me this book when I was small, and it's a great drawing. And he told me the story that he was like in this arena. It was Seaman the Roar, because he always like roared in battle and shit. It was really cool.
Oh,
then the name clicks now that you say it.
He was,
I had it on my
wasn't he?
tongue, but I just couldn't remember it. But I'm glad you.
I think
Because
it
I
was,
hate
his
not
name?
remembering names.
Joe, was he a human?
His name was.
Seaman. Ceman.
Was he human?
Yes, he was human.
Yeah, was he human?
So you had semen on your tongue? Most
Yes.
strange, and I'm going to kind of walk away.
I'm not gonna even comment on
No, no, let's drop. Yeah,
that was too far, Drosan. Too far.
I'm fine with that, but I'm not gonna say what I was thinking of.
She's basically just sprinting, kind of like power walking off, like, you're gross. and she's
I'm
like,
most confused by this person.
and she's like waving to the dogs, like, bye Roberto, bye Franklin, and just go off to waiting for the ferryman. She's like, I'm done with these dudes.
Yeah, as you reach the edge, Siri, you can see Athreos' boat in the distance returning for you.
Like waving, like, I did a good job, give me shit.
Is it only the boat or he himself?
It's the boat. He's standing
And-
at the front of the boat, just.
Did anyone check actually the chest?
I'm about to do that.
Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was
So
gonna also say,
after everything seems to be fixed, I'm just gonna go over to the chest.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna try and open it.
Absolutely. It
It's a mimic.
creaks open, like rusty hinges creaking.
Alright.
And a cloud of dust just wafts up into your face.
Jeez, this is old.
As the dust settles, at the top you see this finely crafted lyre just inside. It's kind of small for a lyre, almost like it was made for a child. But it's very, very finely crafted. It's laying on top of what looks like 3 bolts of silk. And next to it, on top of the silks, is 2 rubies.
I'm gonna double check
Mhm.
to make sure if there's any traps.
Yep. Give me an investigation check.
Pick up
No.
the liar.
It doesn't seem to be trapped, no.
Suspiciously, I'm gonna carefully lift up the items one at a time, slowly.
Yeah, with each item you move, more dust is just wafted up into your face. Almost as if someone is breathing it up into your face.
I'm just whiffing my hand in front of my face
Yeah.
all the time, like trying to get rid of the dust while putting it up. So I pick up the lyre, the rubies,
Yeah.
and the cloth.
Yes.
Well, everything really. And I say, "Hey Siri."
Now Sirius left. She's on the other side of the island.
She's gonna like play violin on like a water bank.
He's like rolling his eyes like, well, there she goes. He's gonna. Yes.
Found something there?
Yes, I did. I found a chest.
Chest? What's in it?
Well, I found these 2 rubies, some cloth, and then this lyre.
A liar, you say?
Yes.
Let me have a look at it. I'm an expert at liars.
He's kind of looking suspiciously at Leonin, like.
I played the liar on the boat trip this way,
Oh, I know you
while
did.
Siri was playing the violin.
Are you using it for magical purposes, though?
Music is magic, from what I've heard. It calms the beast inside.
I'm talking in a literal sense, magic.
No. Still
Well,
does
Siri
not change the fact
does.
that I'm an expert at liars.
You can look at it. Tell me what you
Okay.
know.
Okay. Ether, give me a. You're proficient with liars, right?
I am proficient at liars.
Okay, so give me an investigation check with advantage.
I hate investigation. I don't like those. Oh, that's not bad. It's only 17.
The second one was a 0.
That was so sad. I thought it was wrong at first. I was like,
Well, the
how
first
fuck
one was a
did you get
17, the
0?
second one is a 0.
Yeah. With a 17, you can tell that it is a very well made instrument. It's bronze banded and very finely crafted. It is obviously made for a small person, almost like the satyr who just left, or a child. And it seems to have some kind of magical properties, but nothing you recognize. But it is a very fine instrument.
Seems to be well made. Bit on the small side. Not fit for my big hands, I suppose. Need a child, or perhaps that satyr just know to play it. Might be some magic on it. Yeah, let me just string a few notes on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Now let's see, where do we have this? There we go. Yeah, as you string a little on it, you feel that, okay, it's a little small, but it's doable. It works, maybe. But it's also like, you seem suddenly like you can read facial expressions a lot better than you could before, but then it just vanishes. The effects goes away. Like that sensation just it comes and goes as you play.
Yep, definitely magical.
Well, I think I'll hand it over to Siri. She has tiny hands.
Shame. That might be better.
You'll survive.
Man, I just have to find a
Ah.
bigger liar.
You need to find something your own size, I think. Unless you want to look like you're playing on a child's toy all the time.
I mean, as long as it makes music. As long as it calms the beast.
If you say so. But I'm still gonna at least hand it to Siri so she can maybe take a look at it first. If she doesn't want it, you can have it.
Well, look, I handed the liar back to you after using it, so go ahead, you found a liar. Do with what you want.
Thank you. You don't seem too bad, at least. And then he just keeps walking back. He gives the dogs, both of them, some ear scratches.
Yeah, they are very warm to the touch.
Yeah.
Do you do it carefully, like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it carefully. But I'm also fire resistant, so.
Yeah, but yeah, mostly
But
resistant.
I'm still careful. With
Yeah.
It, so.
They move into the touch and then just seem satisfied with the fact that you're leaving and walk back into the ruins and lay down on the rugs on the ground.
I'm just glad I'm leaving so I don't have to be pet and scratched.
Yeah. Good boy, you're best.
So while they're doing that, I noticed that.
What was the
Leo
other's
come
name?
up. What? Franklin and Roberto.
Frank. He goes up to the other one and pets it as well, and just say, "Good boy, Frank." And then he walks back to the others.
You can see the ferryman's boat waiting there by the bank where he left you.
Right.
She's just playing the violin. Like,
Hey Siri,
what?
do you have a
Sorry.
lyre?
Not yet. I have. She's
Now you do.
starting to dig again, and like, I have a lute. I have a flute somewhere. Why do I never find the flute?
Well, now you have a lyre, and I hand it over.
She's like, ooh. This is a fine craftsmanship.
It's magical. I don't know how.
You don't know. You don't know how.
I don't know in what way, but it's magical. I thought you might want it. Otherwise, you can hand it to the big lion. But
Wouldn't
I
you
wanted
have a
you to
hard
have it
time
first.
playing?
I mean, still playable, although it looks kind of silly.
She's putting it on her bag. I'm gonna try it when I'm proficiency on next level.
Oh, you do have proficiency in lyre.
I do?
Yeah, it says
You
on
would
your
at least have
sheet.
proficiency on performance, so.
The older players have been switched, by the way.
Speaking of that, how does that work? If you have proficiency with a tool and the check accompanying it, how does it work?
Oh, there we go. Cameras were messed up a little bit. But yeah, it says under your tools.
Oh, okay. She's trying to play it to see what it's doing then?
Yeah, you get that same sensation that facial expressions around you seem a lot clearer, but it seems to come and go as you play.
It's gonna try and do the same melody as Satyr did, because she memorized it, so just for fun. Just to see if, like, Leo gets panicked or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, give me a performance check.
Oh god. Performance. Oh, there. Nope.
It wasn't the same instrument the satyr was playing, so the chords are a little bit off as you try to mimic it. You figure that it was probably a lute, because she was holding a lute.
Oh.
So yeah, the sound is a little bit off. It doesn't really.
Yeah, I tried.
I probably immediately go, music.
Yeah.
She's just gonna stop playing and look at Victor like, oh, I like this guy. He's easy to trick.
He's a nice guy.
Has it stopped?
Yeah, it stopped. It's fine. She's giving him a thumbs up, like, yeah, sure.
As you do that, it feels like that thought is easy to trick. You get that like, huh, maybe I can do that with this. And she looks at the lyre. Because what you've picked up is called the Liar's Lyre. Once attuned to it, a bard or sorcerer now has advantage on deception checks.
Yeah. This is gonna be hilarious. You're never gonna see what's coming. I'm gonna lie everyone into the face. Oh.
Advantage, not instant success.
Yeah, I know, but advantage is...
It's good enough.
So basically, she finally finds her flute and be like, found it, and starts playing that instead.
Yeah, that is a lot closer to the original melody. Doesn't have the same charming effect, but yeah, it is very close to that initial melody you heard as you entered the island.
Does the ruby and the cloth seem magical by any means, though?
No, you don't get any form of magic. They seem to be very fine, like expensive, but not magical.
Alright. I'm
Can we
gonna
go
just
into
put
the
it in a
boat?
bag.
Yep. So you can add 3 bolts of silk and 2 rubies to your bag. You will need to get them appraised to know the actual value, but unless you have some form of
Okay, so
this discerning eye or something, but yeah, you would need to get the appraised if you want to sell them.
the bolt of cloth.
Yeah,
3
like
of them.
3 rolls of silk and 2 rubies.
How big is a bolt?
These are kind of small, but about this. So, and about this long.
Oh, you. Okay. There's still 3 bolts of those.
Yeah.
There's still some decent silk amount.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You're getting them fancy clothes.
Yeah, you can get some really fancy clothes out of those.
Man.
As the
You found silk?
yes.
And she's like doing this now, like, I can sew, I can make new costumes.
I mean, if you want it, you can have it.
And
We do need the money too, though.
and with the lapping of the river around the island and the descending fog around you, that is where we're gonna leave this session.
Before we do, sorry, I just
Yes.
wanted to look at that. In front of me, there's some sort of like a
Yeah, the altar.
altar. Yes.
Yes,
Is
okay.
there anything on the altar?
There are some pillows that the satyr left behind. They have had some kind of resting spot here, like lounging. So you have some pillows around that. There are pillows and pillars next to you, and a very, very ragged rug under your feet.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right. So, yeah, that doesn't seem to be anything of interest. So
No.
I will then join the others. Yeah.
Alright.
yes.